All right, we are in a desperate situation in the body of Machal with the five of you and Machal in there. And you have come to these forests where the rebels are supposed to be. And due to Nadia's, uh, I believe, you know, nearly supernatural success at observing things, are effectively safe from the patrols of uh, various troops or border guards or enforcement squads of the government. So, if you are careful, you should not have any problem getting safely through the woods to well out of the city. Um, Now, finding your way to the right places might be a little bit more difficult, but it kind of depends on uh, it depends a little bit on what you want to do and um, how you want to approach the. I mean, you don't as Ola said. I mean, it seems like the Robin Hood is out there in the woods. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know, and so. Helma, did you have a thought?
Yeah, I tried to recapture what we did and where we were last time. And what I remember was that we were basically sitting in some kind of park area
Mm-hmm.
and trying to figure out what we do. And between us and the denser parts of the forest is basically some kind of area where patrols are thick and pretty close to each other. So are you saying we managed to get through that area, or are we still going to do
The
that?
fact that you got to this park and are relatively casual about the patrols that you're talking about is because of Nadia's careful surveillance of the area, so that yes, you can get through the difficult task of not getting shot. You can actually do that, I think, without very much trouble at all. That's why you were able to come to this fairly, uh, this leftover park area. Um, that's why you were able to get here and why you are confident that you can leave and go where you want. So that is,
And as I remember, Nadia is in power right now.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nathan, do you have thoughts or concerns?
Naturally, we need to figure out what we do next. I think we agreed that we should talk to the rebels, but how do we approach that? It's still to be decided.
I
think we kind of all agree that we should like be try to do our best to make. I mean, the main objective to get her body and mind to that place, because we can't care for her because she has been very cooperative. Then we said that, after that we can decide how to get back or whatever happens. But first of all, try to get her safe where she thinks she's going.
I think we just should walk, and because we don't know anything, so just walk to the forest.
I have a question on what do we know about. We know that they said to us not to get stuck in a dead body, but do we know if we can go separate, or do we always have to go from a body to another body together?
That's something that you do not know. The first jump team had limited experience, and you have not yet attempted to separate yourself from one person to another. From what they said, Kasparian did manage to transfer out, not as a unit, but on away from the rest of the team.
Okay.
So far,
And that got everybody in trouble.
right. And so far, it's also very clear that you cannot transfer unless all of you agree to go. So at the moment, you would actually have to try something unusual. Maybe it's as simple as just beating everyone else in a willpower task. I don't know. Or rather, you don't know.
Do you want to leave us?
I was thinking Margaret is going to put up a suggestion. She is thinking
Who's in control?
about what
Nadia.
Sorry.
Go on, Max. Go on.
Continue, Max.
but you said Nadia.
Yeah, but I asked who's in
Right.
control and who's
Okay,
in
not-
the plan.
Margaret is gonna. What was Kasparian said? Was it Kasparian that was able to
Right.
move away from the body? Margaret's gonna say Kasparian was able to get away from the body with the others. I wonder if we should. I want to try if I can leave this body into another body. I want to try if we can do that.
What for?
Well, if we can split up, we can do this more quickly, and I'm interested to see if we can do that. But if we're gonna do this, we have to look after a safe body to transfer to. And I don't think it's gonna. And I think we will get to know pretty fast if it works or not works. So I'm thinking about if we can fastly search for a person in this safe place to transform to. Then if Claire can be in the body, and if something goes wrong, she can act, and we can help her to take care of that, to make sure if something goes south, because she is the best at acting.
So you're thinking having a kind of an escape pod.
I'm thinking if we can split up into two different bodies, then we can help blah blah blah. What's her name?
Her name is
Michelle.
Michelle, and you are completely crazy, and I will not do it. Forget about it.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry, Michelle. But and Claire, it's something we might be. It's something we might need to do, and it's good if we know if to do it. I can try to do the jump if everybody agrees that I will try to do the jump.
I mean,
It's too risky right now.
And besides, right now it is just you in this one body in this one park.
Yes.
You are not in a
It's like
community.
last
You are in a-
security guard.
Forest and find those people before we do any experiments.
I totally agree that this is an interesting experiment. If we can find a really like safe environment, kind of a trapped body, strapped to a tree, and then we can jump back and forth and see what happens. Still a bit dangerous, but
Because that's not unethical at all.
I see that. I see where we're going with this. Let's go to the forest.
Mhm.
The way we said it was a suggestion. If we don't want to do it, we can go on. Let's go on.
Nadia, do you want me to
Constant
help
is not-
you? I can try to disguise Marshall a little bit better. You'll still have to be stealthy.
I think we are really, really good still.
A little stealth will be a good idea. but it's not going to be very hard.
Oh.
So you do still.
Well, it's up to Nadia. Disguise me not.
Mhm.
It's an offer.
The disguise is not the same as stealth, right?
Disguise and stealth
Nope.
are not the same.
No.
No. If I disguise it, it will melt in better into the background.
Yeah.
But you still have to be stealthy, especially if you move. It's fine when you don't, but if you move, you have to be stealthy.
Is she still wearing high heels?
No, that is not an issue at this time.
I doubt that we found her in the cellar.
Oh,
Right.
She
Yeah,
wears
bro.
high heels.
When
Take
she
away
when she
one
ran
eye.
off, when she ran off from work, she wore sensible shoes.
yes.
Okay. Now, do I understand that you will be proceeding through the forest and avoiding the patrols? Somebody does have to make a
Yes.
stealth roll, and that will be Nadia. You will use your own stealth skill if you have any checks, but you have to use her agility.
Can we assist her on this?
I believe you can.
Then I want to listen to make sure
Good plan.
if she hears somebody.
Okay.
Hmm?
And I'm going to try to assist with a disguise skill.
Okay. So I'm not sure disguise actually works in this case, but please go on.
I think so. It may.
I will listen too.
Okay.
Conceal will be better.
Okay, Helma, I don't really want to be too pushy about what things can and can't do, but this game is very specific in its skills, and I think it's important. Conceal means
Yeah,
that you
I
are
tried to
hiding
read
an
it out.
object from other people. Conceal means you are hiding an object or an action from other people. Disguise actually means to appear and to act like someone else.
Conceal it is.
Well, concealing
I
is like
mixed it
concealing an object, not yourself.
Or to camouflage a character.
Is that what it says? Because
Yes.
I don't. Okay. We can
But
check.
it says the character has to stand still, otherwise it will
okay.
have to make a stealth roll.
You
If
got
she
it.
makes a
We
stealth
have
roll,
to move.
I assume that I can
Got
use it as an
I see.
assist.
Okay. Well, if they
I
interact
will
like
also
that, go right
also
ahead.
roll listen.
Yeah. Right. So we have three listen rolls, and we have a conceal. Go right ahead.
Am I?
Let's see if anybody gets passable or higher. Okay. 1,
I got a passable.
2,
Passable.
3,
Good.
4. Okay. So Nadia gets 4 extra dice. Do you have stealth checked for Nadia?
Yeah.
Do you have any boxes?
No.
Okay, so you will use all of her her agility, which is passable. So that's 5 dice, but that's plus 4, so that's 9 dice. That's not so bad.
I did get good.
Excellent. Okay, so that is fine. You needed a passable or better, and that's a terrible roll for just getting a good. And so we do see that you have successfully managed to avoid the patrols. You don't do it in a superior or incredible way. So unfortunately, we cannot go somewhere else and have you appear like a ghost or something like that. You have a more practical problem of waiting for the patrols and being behind the right tree and things like that. So with all of this, I need one more task. Please let me know if you are going to start looking around for ways to find the activity of people who may be living out here. And lots of skills can be involved.